And then I watched a couple movies. I'd like to mention them if that's all right.
That is all right,
Okay.
of course.
So I watched 3 from Hell, which is Rob Zombie's new movie.
Yeah, we saw that in the Netflix. So we were like, "Ooh,
Did you watch it?
no,
Okay, it's not worth watching.
no,
No.
it's
Have
too
you
bad.
seen his other ones, like House of a Thousand Corpses?
I haven't, but Whimsical Wolverine loves them.
Okay, so House of a Thousand Corpses, like, incredible.
Yeah,
And then Devil's Rejects, super great. And then he's done, like, the 2 Halloween movies. The first one was better than the second one,
Mhm,
but they're both
mhm.
good. And then he did Lords of Salem, which was incredible as well. Like, all those are, like, great horror movies. Recommend them to anyone. And then he did last few years ago, he did 31, which is like this Halloween themed sort of horror slasher thing, which was just whatever. Like, I watched it and I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, was I just in the wrong mood or whatever? You know, it just was not good.
Yeah.
And then 3 from Hell is just like, it's like a downward slope. Like, he's just lost it. I don't know, man. It was not good. It relied too much on like digital, like blood effects and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
there'd be shooting and you could see like the digital blood splurting out of them and stuff. It just wasn't good.
Just doesn't have enough
Like,
money to.
it's just I think it's easier and lazier than doing a real, like,
It is,
effect.
for sure.
So, which is not good because, like, in the earlier ones, it was not digital effects. I mean, in Lords of Salem, there's not really any blood or whatever, but in like Halloween and stuff, it was all pretty well, like, not digital. Like, it was a practical effect.
Yeah.
Which I prefer. Like,
It
I
was
think
all
practical effects
pretty
are
well-
generally way better. But
Yes.
and it's just been, I don't know, man. It was like I watched like 3/4 of it, and I was like, why am I watching this? And I literally stopped watching it.
It's that bad, huh? You
I
couldn't even make it all the way
I
through.
couldn't even make it through. Like,
Wow.
it was just like, I don't know, man. And then I went back last night and I was like, okay, let me finish this off. And it just was like, like, this didn't need to exist, really. And it was crazy too, because like, so it's sort of a sequel to House of a Thousand Corpses and blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
And Captain Spaulding is in it for like 5 minutes. And you can tell, like, this is Sid Haig, who played Captain Spaulding, the clown. I don't know if you've never seen them.
No,
so.
I've never seen it.
He was like literally on death's door in this movie. Like, he looked like a skeleton.
Oh, wow.
And like, I remember reading when they were making 3 from Hell, like, Rob wanted Sid Haig to do his part and he couldn't get a hold of him, and he couldn't get a hold of him. And he finally was like, got a hold of him and was like, can I, do you want to be in this movie? And he's like, oh, I don't know. I can't really come out there. And he's like, well, it's just a small bit. Yeah, we can come record it. And they went to his like hospital where he's staying, and he was like literally like on death's door, and they got him in there.
Wow.
He just looked like, oh my God. When I saw him, I was like, it reminded, have you seen Night of the Living Dead? The one that's like in the 80s when the graveyard gets rained on with the zombie juice and the zombies come out of the ground.
I think I've seen that one.
And there's the zombie that says brains. He's like, brains. He's just like all juicy and just like, that's what he looked like. He looked like this. It was like, besides the juiciness, right? He just looked so gaunt and so bad. It was crazy. I mean, I would say like watch it just to, see what I'm talking about. But man, it was not good.
Yeah.
No, it was not good. And then I watched another one called The Clovehitch Killer. And it's about a serial killer called the Clovehitch Killer, and he sort of stopped killing, and a young guy, somehow they hear about him and they sort of get interested in him, and then he thinks it's his dad is the Clovehitch Killer.
Yeah.
And it was really well done, but like, it was obviously based off of a real serial killer that I know about called, Dennis Rader, the BTK killer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And when he was, I don't want to spoil it, but there's a part where it's like so much like the real thing that happened. I was just too disturbed by it, and I had to stop watching. It's not graphic or anything. There's no like graphic anything.
Yeah.
But just the way he was like, the way he was acting and talking, it was just like, oh my God, this is so real right here. So I had to stop watching it. And then I went back and I finished it, and it was, the way it wrapped up and everything was really nice. Not nice, but it was well done.
Yeah.
It was really heartwarming. I would recommend it, but yeah, there was the part where I just was like, oh, this is just like this could have been like the real thing, basically.
Yeah.
So, but it was good. I would recommend that one.
Nice.
Way more than Three from Hell. Way more. Yeah. So those are the 2 movies I watched
Excellent.
this week.
I wrapped the first season of Agents Marvels of Shield. Marvel's Agents of Shield.
Marvel's
Agents of Shield, not
yeah.
Agents Marvels of Shield.
Yeah.
I wrapped the first season. Really good.
Uh-huh.
I marathoned the last little bit. I was like, no, I got to keep going.
Oh,
we
very
got to
good.
see what happens.
Very good.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. On to the second season now. Second season is a lot different in the tone and everything, but
Mhm.
it's still pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Not a lot of Marvel humor in there. Like the first season was full of Marvel humor. Not a lot of Marvel humor in the second one so far.
Oh yeah.
It's just there's a couple bits, but it's not as humorous as the first one was in the
Yeah.
Marvel variety.
No, that's too bad.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
I will not watch it.
I know.
I'm gonna watch Moon Knight, but I'm not gonna watch anything else.
Yeah, I went back and I watched the trailer for Moon
Mhm.
Knight. Just watching it on Disney Plus in 4K HDR.
Oh wow.
Yes, and I'm like, yep, I
Mhm.
could probably get into this. Looks pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I think it'll be pretty rad. And like, what's his name that plays Mark Spector or whatever? I can't remember his name. He's a pretty damn good actor. Everything I've seen him in has been really good.
Yeah,
So,
it looks pretty good.
it's his second Marvel role.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was
Do you
his
know who
first
else
one?
he played?
No.
I don't know if I want to spoil it here.
You know-
He was Apocalypse.
oh,
Yeah, an X-Men.
oh,
Yeah. So.
that's why I don't remember because it was an X-Men movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I haven't watched
guess
any of
so.
the X-Men movies over.
No.
I just don't think they're as good as the MCU.
Jeez Louise.
But
I
they're putting in gifted people into Agents of Shield.
Oh yeah.
So there are like mutants in there, but you
Mhm.
know you can't call them mutants because you can't.
No.
No, because of X-Men. They can't call
Oh
them
yeah,
mut-
because they're the mutants.
Gifted, yeah.
They're the uncanny mutants. Uncanny
Yeah.
X-Men.
yeah, it's just like in
Damn dirty muties.
Age of Ultron, they
Mhm.
were gifted. Scarlet Witch and
Well, she's not a mutant. She just uses magic.
yeah, but yeah,
Quicksilver might be.
Quicksilver, yeah, that's his name.
Mm-hmm. You call yourself a Marvel fan. Jeez Louise. Can't even think of Quicksilver's name.
Sometimes you can't.
I guess so.
I can't remember most things off the time, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll watch Moon Knight. It'll be good. I like
Yes,
the
I agree.
Well, and that's crazy too, is because like it's also sort of Egyptian based. Moon Knight and Apocalypse was an Egyptian like demigod. That the whole start of the movie is them in ancient Egypt, like trying to become immortal by doing some sort of magical rite and then get buried under the pyramid. So, and then Moon Knight's whole shtick is it's like some Egyptian malarkey.
Yep.
So, yeah.
But that's coming out at the end of the month.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's
It'll
gonna
be a good one.
Should be pretty good.
I think so.
Yeah.